Today we'll learn more about an upcoming high school exhibit, get a chance to meet Alderperson Dave Peterson. It's time for Halloween and we'll learn about a fun event taking place on the 31st. Like beer, we've got details about a Brew Club event. We'll travel back in time to visit the Holly History Center and feature the Pet of the Month. I'm Joni Kern and this is What's Happening Waupaca. This afternoon is Jackie Stanislawski. Hi, Jackie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
You are on the board of directors for the Humane Society.
I am.
And you are Humane Society is having an exhibit as part of the library during the month of October and doing some other things with that. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what will be at the exhibit?
We are doing a timeline of the history of the Humane Society. We actually are celebrating our 30th anniversary this year of incorporation, so we're going to be doing that. And we are presenting some animal facts that we hope will be educational. We're going to try to do some interactive things on Saturday mornings. We hope to be bringing some pets in for people to meet. And we are also doing some adoptions, and I've brought my pets of the month today.
Those are really inexpensive to feed, these guys.
Yes.
Yes, because they're stuffed.
And they're all ready to go. They are vaccinated and tested and everything, and we are going to invite children who might not be able to have a pet in their family, or if they have a pet and need to add to the family, we have these little guys available. I think we have probably 250 of them who need homes.
So there will be because this is going on during the entire month of October, right? Mm-hmm. And we want to tell everybody where to find it because the exhibit room is off of the children's library downstairs.
Yes, it is.
So there's going to be all kinds of interesting information about the 30s, and then of course there's the adoption. You can adopt a pet, which is great. I think it's super that you're doing this as a way not only to celebrate the 30 years that you've been saving animals and people and touching the lives of people and animals, but also as an educational experience for people that may not have animals of their own.
We have some displays that we're doing that have what it really costs to get an animal, the startup costs, what it costs annually, things that are toxic to pets, first aid kits, emergency planning, all sorts of things that people can use every day.
I even looked at that list of first aid, because I have a first aid kit for humans in the barn, and I have my stuff for the horses. It has never occurred to me once to have a first aid kit for my dogs in the house. Mm-hmm. So even I, who have lots of animals, can learn something.
And with some of the disasters we've had too, whenever now there is a tornado watch or warning, the cat carrier comes out. I know where the cats are, so if we have to get in the basement quickly, they're going down too. So it's good to just think about all those things.
And there's things that we just can learn along the way. And we're going to throw out just quickly. We're going to throw out the numbers because the numbers of how much it costs the Humane Society to bring a pet in and how much it costs to adopt there's just a huge difference.
Comparison, yes.
There isn't any comparison at all.
When someone gets a free pet from wherever, you're going to be spending several $100s at least, and that's if the pet is totally healthy, for vaccinations, deworming, testing, and then also spaying and neutering, whereas our animals have had all that done. They're microchipped, they get 30 days of free health insurance, and it's a very reasonable adoption fee.
Yep, our Sally dog we got from a different place, and we got her for $75. I think she was $500 by the time we had her spayed and shot. Pete we got from the Humane Society for $279, so he was half price. Yep. So that's kind of cool. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Jackie.
Well, it's my pleasure.
And we will look forward to seeing you at the exhibit room and going to look at it.
We will be there a lot. So stop in, and we hope to have a good time and do lots of fluffy adoptions here.
Terrific. And adoption events for real pets
Right.
as
Yes,
well.
we do have those too.
Okay,
So.
okay. Next up on the show, we are going to be meeting the new Alderperson, Dave Peterson.
A Waupaca City Park is close to where you live. Enjoy the skateboard park, baseball and other sporting activities, playgrounds galore, the South Park Beach, rent a shelter for your cookout or family gathering, enjoy fishing, picturesque views, relax with nature, hike the River Ridge Trail, and check out the community garden. Waupaca Parks, where nature, sports, friends, and family come to meet. Learn more about Waupaca Parks at waupacaparkandrec.com.
Our next guest is Alderperson, Dave Peterson. It's good to meet you and have you on the show, Dave.
Well, thank you. Very political arty, aren't you?
Well, you got to try, don't you?
Very good.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You said that you grew up in Waupaca, right? So you're born and raised here and have lived here all your life?
Yes, I was a native Waupacan and have lived here all my life and lived a short time in Waupaca when I was a teacher there and then got married to a Waupaca girl and moved back to town here.
Gotcha. What did you teach?
I was a high school teacher. I taught history and driver's ed.
That was
and
scary.
Coached all the sports. I still do that, so I still do that on weekends with drivers to be in town.
So are you a retired teacher then?
Yes, ma'am.
So what got you interested in becoming an Alderperson?
I kind of followed it a little bit from behind the scenes, obviously, and I think it's kind of interesting, and I'm still obviously just learning as we go, but it's a good challenge though, too.
So did you have any goals of things that you wanted to accomplish when you came into this position? I mean, some people say, you know, I'm going to do this, and I mean, that becomes their focus.
No, I absolutely have no agenda coming in. There was an opening from a previous alderman who chose not to run for re-election, and by the time I got my hat in the ring, I had to be a write-in candidate, so at the time we found out, and we went that way, and I'm here not to do anything specific, but just to help the city and kind of learn and listen and make the best choices I can from the information that I have.
Well, that is, I think, a wonderful thing to do, and it's going to be a great way for you to learn about the city, I think, from behind the scenes, because there's all kinds of things. I think we've had the mayor on a couple of times, and I've talked to him, and I think what we see from in front of him is an entirely different story, because we don't ever, it's not that they're hiding it from us, we just don't see what goes on all the time.
Well, there is a lot of background work being done, and of course, what I found out, all the staff departments all very good, and they do a lot of work that isn't really all up front in front of the cameras on city council night, and they do a very good job.
Terrific. So how long have you been an Alderperson?
I got elected in April, so it hasn't been very long.
So it hasn't been very
so I'm
long.
still really learning.
What's the biggest thing you've learned so far?
Just the amount of work it is and the time and the information that you need to collect to make good decisions. We rely on the boards that research things, and the council takes it from there.
That's great. So I'm glad this is exciting for you.
It is.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your time as an Alderperson. I will be correct about that, and maybe we'll see you again sometime.
Very good. Happy to be here.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Next, we are going to talk about the Halloween event at the Rec Center.
The Revival in downtown Waupaca prides themselves in providing above and beyond customer service. From small to tall, women of any age can consider the Revival your professional personal stylist, helping you find the right outfit for any occasion, weddings, senior pictures, or even a special night out. The Revival also specializes in home decor with a large selection and variety of items to choose from, including art from local Waupaca artists. The Revival, 111 West Fulton Street across from Farmer State Bank, downtown Waupaca. For more information, call 715-281-5100 or find them on Facebook. The Revival, home, art, and fashion. If you'd like to be a guest on What's Happening Waupaca, contact Josh at 715-258-4405 or email jwerner@cityofwaupaca.org. Full details at wintvwaupaca.com.
We have Terry Moe here from the Senior Center. We're going to be talking today about the Halloween event at the Rec Center.
Yep.
And it is going to take place on Halloween, which is a Friday, correct?
October 31st from 3 till 5. And this is a free community, intergenerational, fun event.
Oh no, we have a doctor.
Oh, pardon me?
Yes, I'm a doctor.
Is she sick?
Yes, she's very sick. Very sick.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
You're not sick?
I'm not sick.
You know what? I think we need to schedule an emergency operation.
When?
Well, I think the best time to do it is going to be October 31st from 3 to 5.
Where?
Well, are you familiar with Waupaca?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. The Rec Center is going to be a makeshift hospital. And so we are going to schedule this surgery at 407 School Street. And
I have to go to the hospital at the Rec
this
Center?
is just, there's nothing to worry about. We're just going
Tony.
to.
It's just minor surgery. It's
gonna,
okay.
Yeah, we're just
You'll
going to cut
be
your arm
fine.
off, but it'll grow back.
What?
So don't worry. Don't worry.
I heard that was,
No,
that sounds like a haunted hospital.
Is it a
No,
haunted
it's-
hospital?
It's a great hospital.
On Halloween?
On Halloween.
I don't
Yep. Now,
know.
I understand, but I need to go through your instructions on how to get there. So
Okay.
you have to pay attention because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
But if she's really sick, she can't pay attention.
We'll have to charge you for that.
What?
Charge you a little extra.
What?
So, okay. So when you come in to the Rec Center, you might hear screams of excitement and joy, and I need you just to block that out.
That would be the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost?
The haunted hospital. I'll bet.
So when you come in, you might see bingo, or you
I
might
like bingo.
see plinko. No, you can't participate in the
What?
bowling. You can't participate
What?
in any of the games going on. I need you just to block that out. Just don't worry about it.
Because you're sick, Terry.
Yeah,
have
we
get
need
you
to cut this
fixed.
arm off. We need to
What?
get this off. Don't worry. Don't worry.
What?
I'll go through it all that day. Don't worry. So just don't worry.
I like
now
my arm.
yeah, but there's a conflict here with this. So we're going to just
conflict?
bypass completely this room, and we're going to focus on walking down towards the hallway. Now you may smell some baked goods. You may see some tempting sandwiches, a punch, some cookies. Okay, but you can't eat for 4 days before your surgery. So you
I like
can't.
to
No.
I do like
4
to
days.
eat.
4 days.
I like to eat too. You
So
and I,
you're
yeah.
gonna have to just bypass all that and just
No
just
food.
no food
I
for
can't
4
eat
days.
any of the food there.
No.
There'll be more for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
beyond that, you're gonna come straight through these gym doors.
Okay.
And inside there's going to be a clown. And I know I do see on your chart
What?
there is an allergy.
I'm allergic
a
to
clown
clowns.
allergy. Yep.
And balloon animals.
And
Is she
balloon-
making balloon animals?
Darn it, a double. Yes. Oh, it's okay. I will write you a prescription for
They
that.
have a pill for that.
Yep, there is a prescription. I will write that out, and you can get that filled before you come.
Oh,
So no worries.
okay.
But just avoid that. You may see some crafts going on.
Oh.
There
Can I
is
do that craft?
well,
Go.
I also have in your chart that whenever you see the color orange, you develop a rash.
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I do.
So we'll have to get some ointment for that. So you can participate in the craft, but don't get too excited because we can't have you too excited before your surgery.
Cutting off my arm.
Yeah.
In the
and
haunted
but it-
You're not
hospital.
going to be
It
able to
grows
do any
back, don't
crafts
worry.
after your arm is
Okay,
cut off.
okay.
You might want to do it now.
Okay,
before.
okay.
And you might see some face painting.
Okay.
Let's just stay away from the face painting.
Okay.
Because I need your face dry. So no moisture.
So we're
no-
gonna go past all
Yep.
of that so that we can get to the haunted hospital.
Yep.
And
we're-
if we wanna learn all this whole thing plays out and see Terry without an arm,
That will
we
happen.
have to be at the rec center on Halloween for the special Halloween celebrations, right?
Please be there.
And it's from 3 until 5?
Correct.
Yes.
We will see you there. You guys are so much fun anyway. Thank you so much, Kate. What a hoot. We'll see everybody on Halloween at 3 to 5, from 3 to 5 at the rec center. Next, we are going to go visit the Holly History Center and talk with Julie. We are visiting the Holly History Center today, and we have Julie, who is the Waupaca Historical Society Director here.
that's
Welcome
correct.
to our show, Julie.
Well, thank you, and welcome to the Holly History Center. I'm glad you came.
Yeah, this is a very interesting place. We've been talking about it just for a few minutes, but tell us a little bit about the history of this particular building.
This building that you're in was built in 1914 in the city of Waupaca with the help of a grant from the Andrew Carnegie Foundation. Its purpose was to serve as the public library for the city of Waupaca. There were a group of ladies in Waupaca, the Waupaca Women's Club at that time, that were very prominent in pushing for a free public library for the city, and the city did apply for the grant and receive that grant money. There's approximately 1,800 Carnegie libraries across across the United States, and Waupaca is lucky enough to have one of those.
And that's one of the first things I said was this the Andrew Carnegie? And you said yes.
Yes, and very prominent with his, his foundation and gifting money to many communities to build wonderful library buildings.
And a $10,000 grant today doesn't sound like much, but in 1914, that went a long ways to this beautiful building.
Yes, and very lovely with leaded glass windows, beautiful beams in the building, so it is a beautiful historic building. But it did serve Waupaca as the public library until 1992, and then the library grew large enough that it ran out of space, and they needed that brand new modern facility that we have in town now. So the building was sold by the city, and it was actually purchased by a couple from Waupaca that opened a restaurant in the building for several years called Carnegie's Cafe. And maybe some of the Waupaca residents will remember that or stopping in here for a good meal. But the restaurant went out of business around 2000, and the building was up for sale again. And then we were delighted at that time that the Waupaca Historical Society did make an offer on the building that was accepted. And we were able to purchase this wonderful historic building for a headquarters building for us and for a history library for the community.
And what a great building. I mean, this really is, you were telling me you have stuff in here. It is really Waupaca's history. So you've got lots of photos from the families that lived here and books. But I want to talk just a little bit about in the background, we have a very rare flag. So why don't you tell us about that, Julie?
Well, the flag on the wall here is a 45-star flag, and those are a little unique in that they're very difficult to find nowadays. It was only a very short period in American history when they issued a 45-star flag, because it kind of jumped from 44 to 46 states fairly fast. So the 45-star flag was only manufactured for a very short time. So you can't find many of those out there. So we're pleased to have one that we've preserved and have hanging on the wall here at the Holly History Center.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. That's worth coming here to see all by itself. So we're going to wander around just a little bit.
Sure, it sounds like fun.
We're actually standing in front of an exhibit. It's the Christine Folks actually donated her salt and pepper shaker collection to you, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So we're standing in front, there's cabinets full of these. There's some really neat ones. So what you were telling me is that you rotate exhibits. So you have other things that come in here as well, right?
Yes, that's correct. This exhibit was permanently donated to the Historical Society. Occasionally we'll bring in some temporary exhibits of items that are on loan to us, but we also rotate the exhibits and we try to highlight or show some of the artifacts from our own collection. Occasionally, to give you some examples, I've had lace exhibits, I've had hat exhibits, jewelry exhibits. We've done some exhibits that we think might be a little more interesting to the men, like guns or woodworking. So we do rotate the exhibits here at the Holly Center about 3 to 4 times a year, and we will put different items in these display cases.
And that's kind of neat. It gives me a reason to come back and see something new too.
Yes, yes. I mean, even if you pop in for a quick 5 or 10 minute visit just to take a look at our exhibit, that would be fantastic.
And I'm really glad to have the chance to come down here because I don't think we normally take time out of our days to stop and see something like this. So it's nice to be able to come in here and share with everybody how important it is to come in and see these because they're really beautiful items in here. So what are the hours here? So when can we come visit?
You can come visit. We have limited hours. During the off-season, September to May, we only have hours on Wednesday and Friday afternoons from 12 to 3 o'clock. During the summer, then we do increase our hours a little bit between June and August. We're open on Wednesday and Fridays from 12 to 4 and also Saturday mornings from 9 till noon. But we do make exceptions for people in the community and out of town. If you ever want to come for a visit or you're doing research and you need to visit us on a special day, we will make an appointment with you. So don't let our public hours scare you away. I mean, we'd be happy to welcome anytime you're in town.
So we just need to give you a call and get your hours or make an appointment to come in and see you.
Yes, that's correct.
Julie, thank you so much for showing us around the Holly History Center today. It's a beautiful place. It's something Waupaca should be proud of.
Yes, and I hope even the residents right in this community, if they haven't been in this lovely building in a long time, they stop down and visit us soon.
They should, actually.
Okay, thank you for visiting.
Welcome to the Waupaca Area Public Library. At our library, we have programs for all ages, starting at birth to adult and beyond. In our children's department, your children may attend children's story time, or for your really young child, we have Baby Garden. The teen room is for teens from grade 6 through high school, and we provide lots of services and programs in that room as well. We're not just about books. We have DVDs, we have music, we have puzzles, and we have lots of space for community activities. We have meeting rooms for public use, and our Winchester Academy of Waupaca uses our meeting rooms almost every Monday night. Every month, the exhibit room hosts a fun and interactive or educational exhibit. The exhibits are free, open to the public, and geared towards all ages. They're open during regular library hours. You can enter our building and use our internet computers, or you can bring your own device and use our free Wi-Fi. Our friendly staff is available to assist you with all of your information needs at the information desk or at the main desk. There is staff in every department during our open hours. One of our newest services is ebooks and downloadable audiobooks. You can access them through InfoSoup, our online catalog. Our catalog has materials from all 50 libraries in our consortium, and you can reach our catalog at infosoup.org from any internet computer. The library has plenty of great books, but so much more to offer. So stop down at your Waupaca library today.
We have Amanda Bronk here. who we met back in April, I think
April
it was.
or May, yeah.
We did a beer brewing demonstration here on the set. It's good to have you back, Amanda.
It's great to be back. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're going to talk today. You guys are doing a beer event. Now, this is your second annual,
Yes,
correct?
the Badger's Den Brew Club worked with the library last year during our event in the exhibit hall, and we hosted a first annual tasting event, which was very successful, and our brew club decided we'd like to do it again, and we're really excited for this year because we've got a lot more new participants in the brew club that are really excited to join with us.
Great, and it's on October 30th.
Yeah, October 30th, I believe that's a Thursday night, starting at 7 o'clock.
Okay, and there's free beer tasting.
Free beer.
Free beers, good
Free
thing?
beer. We have little samples. They're going to be 3 ounces approximately, with some crackers and some palate cleansers. But yeah, free beer made by our home brew club members, and throwing some specialty commercial ones in there as well.
That is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we want to get out, just, you know, the craft beer industry is really booming, and we want more people to join us, and we're even looking for vintners, so people who make their own wine. We may have some samples of some home wines, which would be really great.
So if I am a person who makes my own beer or wine at home and I happen to see you, all I have to do is give you a call, and maybe you'd have some room for me to attend the event?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Definitely. It's free and open to the public, obviously 21 and older. We will be checking for IDs. But you can just come and meet us at the train depot, and there's no call ahead or tickets to reserve, anything like that. So get there as soon as possible to get the best seat, and we'll put on a great show for you and give you some good tasting stuff.
Fabulous. Thursday, October 30th at the train depot at 7 o'clock for free beer. That's about all you got to say, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, we will take any donations if somebody would be so inclined to want to donate. We will accept those, and we're working with some community members. I just spoke with Dale Felt at the high school, the SAD coordinator, and we're going to get together with him and make a donation to his organizations for the students there to help promote the SAD program.
Fabulous. That is a wonderful thing to do. Well, thank you, Amanda, for being here.
Thank you.
And coming and seeing me again. I will look forward to us all seeing you on Thursday, the 30th.
We look forward to it as well.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
At the train depot, and we get to try some different flavors of beers.
Oh yeah, tasty ones.
Terrific. Next, we have Monica Gardner and the Pet of the Month. Welcome, Monica. It's always good to see you here.
Hello.
And our Pet of the Month, this little guy's name is Rocky.
Rocky.
He has a lot of energy.
Yes.
I see.
He's a good boy, but yes, he has a lot of energy, needs a lot of exercise. He's about a year old. I believe he's potty trained. He is neutered, and he just needs to see a vet for his health certificate in a couple of days, and then he'll be ready to go home with somebody.
He's beautiful. Do you have a guess? Now, you said when I asked you what he was, because he actually looks like he's a little bit Rottweiler. You said Heinz 57.
Probably some
it's so
kind
hard
of
to
cattle
tell.
dog, maybe Rottweiler, maybe German Shepherd. Either one. The coloring could come from either Shepherd or Rottweiler. And there's even cattle dogs that are black and tan like this. So
he really is very handsome.
Yes,
he is a great dog for someone who is active and likes to get out there and go running and has some room to spare.
Yep, and he's a nice size, so he doesn't take up the whole car. And I think he's good with kids too, and at least some other dogs.
And being a year old, he's probably not going to get a whole lot bigger than this.
He shouldn't get any bigger. No.
Cool.
Relax, relax, relax.
Thank you so much, Monica. He will be one of them for the adoption goings on in October. People will be able to talk with the exhibit next door. So we'll have to keep an eye out for him and see you over there or see you next month.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you for joining us today for What's Happening in Waupaca. If you ever have an idea for the show or would like to be on an episode, visit wintvwaupaca.com and click on What's Happening Waupaca for the details. See you again in November for another episode.